Just off an incredible weekend of college and pro football that began with UCF holding on to a lead at the last minute and defeating Houston. And would that all of the football talk were about the game. But more and more it seems like it's all about sports and the courts. And here we go again. And speaking of UCF, as I told you on the show this morning, head football coach George O'Leary has been hit with allegations of racism in the form of a lawsuit against the university from a short-time former assistant coach by the name of Paul Ferraro. Well, O'Leary and him, the two of them got into it over the fact that O'Leary wanted him to install a particular kind of defense for the Knights, and it was different from what Ferraro thought he was going to be doing, and apparently it turned ugly, and O'Leary decided to get rid of him. But now in this lawsuit, Ferraro is saying that O'Leary just bullied him and berated him and used ethnic epithets, among them, Ferraro's Italian, called him a guinea. And also said he made disparaging remarks about black ball players, not including the N-word. And what he wants is, he wants money from the university. What O'Leary says it's all about is a contract that they had that he would install a certain kind of defense, but he didn't want to do that, and so Ferraro thinks the contract was breached. But to throw in charges of racism against Coach O'Leary when there is absolutely no video or audio evidence that anyone is aware of, and no one seems able to corroborate any of what Ferraro says, to me, is just the most despicable thing. Because it's like dropping a nuclear bomb on somebody's reputation when you play the race card. And even if there is nothing to this, you wonder how it will affect O'Leary and affect the UCF program if these things linger. We'll have to watch what happens, and on Tuesday, Coach O'Leary is supposed to address the media on this during the weekly UCF news conference. Again, I don't even know Coach O'Leary. I know he's a tough, old-school guy, but nobody except Ferraro, who seems to have his own agenda, has suggested that George O'Leary is a racist. That's what I think. What do you think? Hey, join me for the next edition of Butthead and Go Live right here on News Radio 102.5, and I will look for you then.